I have with me today somebody that I'm kind of interested in talking with because this is something that I think is very intriguing. Let's get the show started. It's Allison Almond. Allison is with the organization Maven. How you doing, Allison?
I'm doing great.
Awesome. So, Allison, I want you to forgive me. I'm going to sound a little bit ignorant right now, but I never knew there was organizations like yours before. And so actually a friend of mine hired a lady to come clean up his garage. And I said to him, what do you mean you hired a lady? He said, oh yeah, she comes and she organizes the garage. She cleans it up. She actually met with her before. And I wonder if it was even maybe you, Allison. This is years ago. And he met with her before. They discussed how she was going to organize the garage, and then that was it. And he came back to clean garage. So I mean, you guys actually exist.
Yep.
So and you've been doing it for 20 years, which is just amazing. Can you tell me how you got into this business, Allison, of organizing and kind of spring cleaning people's homes?
So I started about 20 years ago where I'd respond to ads in the Penny Saver where people were looking to have their garages cleaned out and they needed strong individuals to show up. I think
Mhm.
they were looking for men. And so when I showed up, they were a little bit taken aback that what's this young kid here to do? And so I pretty much would surprise them at what I was capable of and just kind of went from there. Every time I do a garage, I'm actually honing my skills. And so I've just done a lot of things over the past 20 years, but the common denominator is I go in and I organize people's homes. I get them ready to be packed up for a move, or I
Wow.
unpack them after moving. And so I just made it a business like about 4 years ago, and I've just really been just focusing on that and just expanding and trying to get my name out there.
You have, because I have all the links open to the different websites that you're on, and you're quite tech savvy because if you don't mind, I'm going to share the screen with you right now and the audience, Allison. So over here, Allison, of course, your Facebook page. What I liked over here, Allison, was that you had um, your home advisor, which is great. I have it over here. This is home advisor. So
Yep.
Allison, and all the different areas that you work in, and there's more. I can see there's more. What I also liked on your Facebook page is that you're with House and TikTok and Yelp. So here's your house. This is beautiful. So you're actually like an advanced um, tech savvy organizer, because I love you. I love your Yelp. I think this is so important. Yeah, Allison has 46 pages and also all the reviews, which are great. Um, and Allison, uh, I mean, there's got to be a demand because look how busy you are. How do you find leads, or how do people getting a hold of your business to hire you? Is it word of mouth? Are you paying for advertising?
Um, so on House, I actually have a content person that I pay, that I just give her my images, and then she makes sure that I end up on the landing page and that I have
Mm.
videos and whatnot. So I do um, use their services to show up in the top. But all the other platforms, I do the marketing myself.
Okay.
And I just do a lot of, like if you go to my Instagram, you can see that I put that I'm looking for 3 garages to organize in June. And so that it creates a demand in the sense that I'm not organizing 100 garages. I'm only looking for 3 really good ones. And so then people are like, me. And so that's where a lot of it comes from, is through
Wow.
Instagram.
Okay.
And my other hot lead source is Facebook moms groups. There's Orange County Moms. So there's that one that says I have 2 openings in my calendar, but the middle
Mm.
one there says I'm looking for 3 garages to organize in June. You'll get a free consultation and an action plan. DM me the word garage. And I get about 10 to 15 DMs, and then I kind of just start them on their process. They might not get their garage organized in June. It might be July or August,
Right.
but at least it sets up my pipeline.
Wow, that is so impressive.
So I
Alison,
do,
yeah, there's a truck with a whole bunch of.
yeah, that's all boxes and trash. Someone had just moved in and needed me to unpack their house, and I take all the packing materials with me as a courtesy so that they're not, excuse me,
Right.
stuck with all the aftermath of having boxes and trying to get it all in their trash and all that kind of stuff.
Right,
So,
absolutely.
so I try to be a full service organizer. So I do the
Uh-huh.
project from start to finish. So what I do is I come over and I do the consultation and I kind of create an action plan. And then I either suggest that they buy metal shelves or maybe a few bins. It just kind of depends on, each garage is a little different. And then I come back and I execute the plan, and then I do all the follow up. So I do all the donation drop offs, I do all the hazardous waste and paint and e waste like monitors and printers that don't work anymore, or blenders, any
Mm.
small appliances. I can take them to a disposal facility, and it's actually free. And you just drive up and they take it out of your vehicle for you. But I do it for my clients
Right,
because
exactly. Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah.
I found out that most of my clients don't have the time to do all the loose ends. So, like, there's a lot of organizers that just sort and purge and then just leave everything in the garage for the clients to deal with later. And so, with me being full service, I just load it into my truck and take care of it. So, the garage is actually completed, or the living room, or whatever room they want me to organize. It's completely completed from start to finish so that they don't have any, like I say,
Right.
loose ends to deal with.
Well,
And so,
well, that kind of makes sense, Alison. Is, that's your job. Is you're the organizer of organizers, and at the end of the day, instead of me having to spend my time and effort getting rid of those odds and ends and doing the research, driving to the location, all those kind of logistics, you've this is your forte. That's what you do for a living, so it just makes sense. Because sometimes we try to cut corners, but actually it costs us time, which costs us money.
right.
This,
I
yeah.
used to charge for the loose ends. I used to be a lower price point hourly, and then I would charge extra for the drop offs and stuff. And I found out my clients didn't want to pay for them. So then I'd be like, okay, fine, this needs to go to donation, this needs
Mm.
to go to hazardous waste. I can give you the address, I can tell you where I donate, I can tell you where I go to the disposal places and so forth. And then I would check back in 2 to 3 weeks, sometimes a month later, and I'd be like, so did you take care of that? And they're like, oh yeah, I loaded it into my car. I drove it around for 2 weeks. Then I needed my trunk to put some groceries in. So I dropped everything off in my
Oh,
garage again. And then now it's still there. And I go, and so then I use it as a learning opportunity. I
well
said, if
done.
I had a higher price point hourly and I took care of everything, would you have done that? Oh yeah, totally.
Well done, Alison. So I mean, Alison, not only you're organizer, but you're kind of like a networker, right? I mean, because you're almost like a driving billboard. That's how I found you as on social media, and then we
Yeah.
started connecting. I started looking at because being in real estate, our clients are always we're helping our clients always clean up. Before even when we sell our home, before we hand the keys over to the new buyer. I mean, I'm in there with my clients, sweeping, dusting, cleaning, wiping down, mopping. Um, but the service like yours, I just think it's a great service, and a lot of people need to know about it. Not that I think they do know about it, but it's also having access. Where do we find, these organizers like yourself? And well, I have you, so that's why I thought it'd be great to do this video to put it out there. Like, if you need somebody, here it is, Allison Almond. And are
Yes,
you?
I really have started a new service. Oh, sorry. It cut out, so I thought it was a pause for me to talk.
Go ahead, go ahead. This is very organic.
Okay, so I offer a new service. It actually isn't new. My other realtor friends have used it, and they just encouraged me to make it a service where I offer a home sale preparation service. So basically, you've met a new family, and you've gone to their house, and you're like, oh my gosh, we need to clean up this house. We need to get half the contents packed up so that we can get pictures taken to get it on the market. And the homeowner goes, well, okay, well, I work full time and I don't even know where to start.
Mm.
And you're like, okay, just go do it. I'll try to come back on a Saturday and pack up some things, but you want to do other things on Saturdays, like an open house or hang out with your kids or something like that. So I come in and I pre-pack their house. I
Okay.
see what isn't needed for, like, not to say that I'm a stager, what I call myself is a pre-stager. So I go in and kind of empty the house so that a stager can come in and move the furniture and add some
Oh, fantastic.
plastic plants and add the white linens and add the white shower curtain and all that kind of stuff.
Mm.
Then you have your photographer come in and take the picture, and then they can go back to living their life. But I pre-pack all their stuff up because I'm hoping that it's best case scenario that after their house goes on the market, 10 days later it goes into escrow, and now they have 30 days to pack up their house. So
Right. You sound like an agent. You sound like a real estate agent, Allison.
So with me pre-packing their house, it's just
Yeah.
a matter of when do they want to pack their house during that 30-day escrow when they're trying to do the home inspection, look for another house, do all this other stuff,
Mm-hmm.
or when I pre-pack it and stick it all in their garage or stick it all in a storage unit, depending on their situation. Then after the house is in escrow, I just go back and finish the packing process. So that way they can continue looking at other houses. They can continue with the home inspections and getting that punch list done and filling out all the documents and all that kind of stuff. And I'm packing their house, getting it ready for their move. And then they have to schedule with the movers and everything. And then once the movers show up, I can unpack them in 2 days and set
Mm.
up their whole new house, put up shower curtains and do everything. So it's a mixture of the home sale preparation services that happens before it goes on the market, and then once they're in escrow, then I'll
Right.
pack them
Okay.
up and unpack them. So I
Very
kind
nice,
of
Allison.
so that's why I'm really connecting with a lot of realtors, is because I want realtors to be realtors. I want them to do marketing. I want them to do
Sell
paperwork.
homes. Right. Exactly.
Sell homes, find sellers, do walkthroughs. I don't want them packing up their clients. I don't want them, you know, having to take time away from their family so they can
Yeah.
pack up their client's craft room. I know
Yeah.
how to pack up a craft room
Right.
and make
Exactly.
it a
And
bedroom again, because you want to sell it as a bedroom and not a craft room or a
right.
walk-in
Right.
closet or a home office or a home office slash nursery. Like whatever you want that house to be, a 4-bedroom house, and we pack up everything out in the bedroom to make it so you have room to put an air mattress in there.
Right.
Like I work with enough realtors. I know what you want. So I
Right.
don't even need to really talk with you. I just know that you are hiring me to get the job done in about 4 or 5 days to empty their house, get it ready to be staged, get it ready to be, photographied so that it can be put on the market. So that's
Beautiful.
kind of a newer service, and that's why I've started friending Facebook realtors
Right.
so that
Right.
they can know I exist, so that they can be realtors again.
No, well done. I love it. I think it's a great idea. And then also, maybe what you could do, Allison, is uh, depending what city you mainly work in, you can go to broker previews.
Hmm.
So every Wednesday, Thursday, Friday mornings, agents get together at a restaurant or a coffee shop, and they share pictures of the different homes they're doing, open houses or listings they got in the neighborhood. You can go to those events and you pay like $1 to $2. If you're not a agent, you'll pay
It's
between
$2, I think.
exactly. Okay, so you already know. Well done, Alison. Okay, I'm gonna let you be. You're way too savvy for me. You're on this like nobody else. Alison, I want to thank you for your time. Hey, is it okay if I put your contact details and all your link descriptions in the box below so they can contact you, reach out to you?
Yes, I
This
want
is
people to find me.
yeah. This isn't just for agents. This is for homeowners.
Hmm.
This is for maybe do you do corporations as well? Do you do companies, small companies,
I
boutiques?
have organized a chiropractic office. I organized the doctor's like consultation room,
Mm,
and they had a bunch of different things happening in that room. So I organized it, but I was so excited to get started, I didn't take before pictures. So I just have them as a reference that if a
nice,
small,
beautiful.
like medical office or something like that needs me, then I usually just send them to like I contact that
Mm-hmm.
chiropractor and say, hey, can you
Nice.
give this person a call? They're a little nervous, and we didn't take before and after pictures of your office, so you have to sell me. And then they go, oh yeah, no problem. What's
Wow.
the number?
It's interesting how people, when they love what you did for them, they're like your biggest ambassadors.
Yes.
You know, they will the word. I think you'll get more word of mouth business than you will online advertising. all of it helps though. You have to get yourself out there as in as many platforms as possible,
Mhm.
because the most important thing is to get that return on investment, whether it be word of mouth, social media, your website marketing, whatever it may be. Hey, Allison, I want to thank you for your time. That was very, very special. I appreciate that. And you do exist, and I love it. And it just makes so much sense. So, guys, this is Allison Almond. I'll have all of her details. She's from the organization Maven, and she's more Southern California, but I'm sure you can reach out to if you know, maybe know somebody in your neighborhood. Allison, thank you for your time.
Thank you for having me. I really enjoyed it.
Awesome. We'll speak soon.
Okay.
Bye-bye.